Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in Austin, Texas. Today is Thursday, June the 15th, and this marks 9 days out from my show. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to film for you a full day of eating. This full day of eating is going to be my lowest calorie and lowest carb full day of eating, or really day on prep that I've ever had. And so I wanted to show you how I'm gonna make it work and keep myself full. I am going to preface this with, yes, I know that my macros are really low and I know that my calories are really low. This is the very tail end of getting lean and getting ready for my show. I do not recommend that if you are just trying to lose weight, and actually I don't recommend these macros for anybody. These are for me. This is for my current state. This is for my goals of competing in a bikini competition. And so please don't copy my macros or my calorie count. Like I said, I've never been this low before, and you know, after my competition, I won't be eating this low. So this is just for today. So currently it is just after 11 a.m. I am walking to Starbucks. There's one within a reasonable walking distance of my apartment, and I'm gonna do some work. I am fasted. I have not eaten, and I don't plan on it for a few more hours. So I am gonna get a drink at Starbucks, and I'm gonna change it up and not get an Americano for once, and I'll show you what I get. And I'm gonna work on editing some YouTube and do some work on my computer. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right guys, so here's what I got. This is the famous pink drink. So what it is, what I ordered was a venti unsweet passion tango tea with coconut milk. So I told them like half coconut milk. Usually they make it with water, and unsweetened. So I brought my own liquid stevia, and it's 0 calorie and 0 carb. So I'm gonna sweeten it with that instead. So honestly, I've never tried this before. So I'll let you know what I think. That's refreshing. Hello there, I am back home. It is 1:33 and I still have not eaten. I had my pink drink at Starbucks, but I'm pretty hungry. I'm gonna cook some food, but in the meantime, I'm gonna have a snack, a very low calorie snack. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. This is a cucumber. This cucumber is pretty heavy. He's like 320 grams when I put it on my food scale this morning. Now, for 100 grams of cucumbers, it's not that very many carbs. It's like 3 point something carbs. I don't need the whole cucumber right now. I'm about to eat. I just want something to hold me over while I'm cooking my food, something to munch on. So I'm going to cut this sucker in half. I've already washed him. All right, so I got half my cucumber, and I'm gonna see how much he weighs so that I can log it correctly. All right, so that's like 124 grams. And then to eat it, I'm going to take this ranch popcorn seasoning. It is 2 calories per serving. And I am going to just sprinkle some over the top of this and eat it. It's like dipping a cucumber in like ranch dressing sauce, but way less calories, way less fat than ranch dressing.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. So what I'm making here for my first meal is actually a low-fat pesto sauce. So for the full recipe, go ahead and go to my previous video. I explain it and show all the ingredients and how to make it there. But basically what it is chicken broth, basil leaves, garlic, and Parmesan cheese, and you blend it all together and you get a nice low-fat pesto sauce because you're not using olive oil. That's where the chicken broth comes in instead. Okay, so what I ate this with were some zucchini noodles. So I was kind of lazy. I do have a spiral and I can spiral the noodles myself if I just buy zucchini, but I went ahead and bought a pre-packaged zucchini noodles. I just sauteed them over the stove for 2 or 3 minutes, and then I threw in some pre-cooked turkey that I already had and just heated it up with the noodles. The very last thing I did for this dish was stir in the pesto sauce. I will put the macros on the screen as soon as I finish showing you the rest of meal number 1. Alright, the other part of my meal was something that came to me the other night, and basically I just thought, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if I could make a little pizza out of a rice cake? And so that's exactly what I'm making here. I just spread a little bit of marinara on top. I threw on a few turkey pepperonis and topped it with a little bit of reduced fat mozzarella cheese. And that was meal 1. The pesto zucchini noodles and turkey had 13 carbs, 40 protein, and 5 fat. And my rice cake pepperoni pizza was 11 carbs, 7 protein, and 2 fat.
Alright guys, so I just got a package from Quest Nutrition, and so I'm going to open it and see what they sent me. I'm excited. I was looking forward to this. They told me they were going to send something to me, so let's unbox it. Oh, nice. There's little ice packs in there. Ooh. Okay, so we have got, let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got some protein powders. So looks like we've got a cookies and cream flavor, salted caramel flavor, cinnamon crunch flavor, oh my gosh, that sounds good, and their vanilla milkshake flavor protein powders. And then we've also got, oh, there's another one. Ooh, peanut butter. Okay, peanut butter might be my favorite. And then looks like we've got some bars too. Let's move that out of the way. So these are their new bars, the Quest Hero bars. So the flavors are chocolate caramel pecan, and there's a few of those. The blueberry cobbler, and then the other one is the vanilla caramel. So I can't wait to try these. I've been looking forward to it. The macros, this is the vanilla caramel flavor, is 9 grams of fat, which that's basically the same as a regular Quest bar. 29 grams of carbs, but 10 of them are fiber, and there is erythritol, I think I said that right. There's 4 grams of that in there, and then there are 16 grams of protein. So a little more carbs and a little less protein than the regular Quest bar, but I bet these will be awesome. I will try them for you probably in about 10 days. And I'll let you know my thoughts. Thank you, Quest.
Alright, time for meal number 2. So what I made for meal number 2 was basically a blueberry cheesecake oatmeal in a sense. So I took 1 serving of old-fashioned oats and I cooked it in the microwave with some water. And while that was cooking, I took some reduced fat cream cheese and mixed it in with some blueberries. My blueberries were actually frozen. I actually measured them out and set them in the refrigerator a little bit earlier in the day so that they would thaw and mix up with the cream cheese pretty well. When the oatmeal was finished, I took it out of the microwave and I actually threw in one of the packets of protein that Quest sent me. This was the salted caramel, I believe, and I stirred that in. I think I had to throw in a little extra water. I added some stevia just for some sweetness, although some sweetness came from the blueberries and the cream cheese as well, and then I mixed everything all together. Alright, meal number 3 is one that I have also shown on my channel before. Basically what you're seeing is lean ground turkey, some peanut butter, some bananas, and some cinnamon, all mixed together, and then I threw on a little pink salt on top just to give a contrast in flavors. There's some salty and some sweet and savory all mixed together. It sounds weird, but it's delicious. I also got some micros with 4 spears of asparagus.
Okay, we have made it to the end. This is my very last meal, and there's no other way I would end my day than with my protein waffle. Let me show you. Alright, so I literally take a container, put it on my scale. I use this Egg Beaters, the HEB brand real egg, in a carton, and I put in 1 serving, which is 50 grams. Alright, second ingredient, step 2, is my PE Science Snickerdoodle protein, also 1 serving. Alright, then you add water to make it the right consistency, so that's a little, oh, that might be good actually. It should be like pancake batter, maybe a little bit thinner. Alright, take the waffle iron. We're gonna spray it with some coconut oil. And pour. Okay, now here's a trick to this. I take my spoon and I kind of try to like evenly spread it out. Okay, and before I close it, actually let it cook like that for a minute, because I find if I close it, then it starts to really like spill out the sides. And every now and then it does that a little bit, but if I let it cook for a minute like this first, then it turns out better and there's less spillage.
I usually like to top my waffles with the PB Fit powdered peanut butter as well as this Carrie sugar-free syrup, but I couldn't fit the PB Fit on this day.
And that's it, guys. That's my last meal. I actually just came inside from going out to the pool with my kids for a little while, and they were having a pool party and grilling hamburgers and eating popsicles. So popsicles and ice cream and stuff poolside in the summer is one of my favorite things to do and to enjoy. So I thought I would share with you a recipe that is delicious, is like practically no calories whatsoever, and totally satisfies that something cold and sweet treat by the pool. What it is that we are going to be making are salted caramel BCAAs popsicles. Let me show you. All right, the main ingredient that you're going to need to make these are the BCAAs. This is from a company called Slap Nutrition. All right, these are their salted caramel flavor 8-bit BCAAs. And then what we are going to mix it with is, or what I'm gonna mix it with, is unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Now, You could use other things. You could use regular milk. You could use a different kind of almond milk. You could use cashew milk. I think those would all work as well. And I'm going to use a mason jar to mix everything together in because I just think they're cute. And then you're gonna need a popsicle mold. I got this at my local grocery store. It makes 4 popsicles. They are the perfect size. And what I like about this mold especially is the handles, because as it melts and stuff, you have this little straw where you can sip out the melted part and it doesn't like leak all over you. So we're gonna use that to make them, and then you can either use measuring cups, or if you're really concerned about measuring, if you're tracking macros, if you're on prep or something like I am, then you can use your food scale. So let's get it started.
Okay guys, what I love about this is that it's super easy. Basically you need a cup and a half of whatever milk you're going to use. I had a cup and a half of my unsweetened vanilla almond milk. You're going to put in 2 full scoops of the salted caramel BCAAs and shake it up. So I screwed the lid on the mason jar, gave it a nice shake so that it mixed all together, and then you're ready to pour it into the popsicle mold. Make sure to evenly distribute the mixture. On these kinds of molds, you do want it to go all the way to the top so that it reaches the end of the popsicle stick. Place each end on top of the mixture. You're going to put them in the freezer for approximately 2 hours, if not longer. Remove them and they're ready to eat.
They're really good. Well, you saw the breakdown for like each thing I ate, but that is what I had today. I'm basically going to do something very similar. My macros will most likely be the same tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, this is the lowest I've gone so far. This prep or even my last prep, so I'm looking forward. It's coming soon to much higher macros. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.